Hi everyone, Tony here for Immortality. Today we have the story of Nguyen Phuong, the curious case of Nguyen Phuong. She loved sushi so much that even gas station sushi was too much to pass up. Even though she loved eating sushi and enjoyed eating sushi many times, this time was different. After eating sushi at her favorite restaurant, she comes down with a fever, rashes on her skin. She is adamant that the cause of the fever and rashes is the sushi that she ate the previous night. Could it be a parasite, a worm, or something else? But 3 days later, after waking up, she looks at herself in the mirror and she is mortified. What did she see? Nguyen Phuong has aged 60 years in just 3 days. Imagine such a thing, 20 years old and suddenly wake up one day and look in the mirror to see an 80-year-old person staring back at you. When I first heard of Nguyen Phuong's story, I knew right away what her condition was with 100% certainty, no doubt. At Immortality, if it's an aging phenotype, then we know about it. The Daily Mail. The Daily Mail picks up on the story. The woman who aged from 23 to 73 in a few days. Doctors speculate Nguyen Phuong may have entirely new syndrome. The young Vietnamese woman at the center of the improbable medical cause, Nguyen Phuong. Nguyen Phuong claims the transformation may have come about because of an extreme allergy to seafood. Nguyen, 26, says she developed this puffy face and sagging skin in 2008, but was too poor to seek treatment. Rapid aging, a mystery condition, has apparently caused Nguyen Phuong's face to sag and wrinkle over a matter of days. She is pictured aged 21 on the left and 26 on the right. Mrs. Nguyen believes her condition was caused by a lifelong allergy to seafood. She said she had suffered a particularly bad reaction in 2008. I was really itchy all over my body. I had to scratch even when sleeping. Nguyen Phuong said she took some medicine bought at a local pharmacy instead of going to the hospital because her and her husband, Tyen, now 33, was too poor to afford it. Doctors say it may have been a long-term use of traditional medicines that caused the condition, as they are often spiked with corticoids. These steroids speed up the effects of the unregulated remedies, but could also have triggered the rare skin disease mastocytosis, where the body produces too many mast cells. The skin on my face, chest, and belly had folds like an old woman who has given birth several times, although I have never had a child. But the rapid aging syndrome hasn't affected my menstrual cycle, hair, teeth, eyes, and mind. So this condition is often misdiagnosed. It'll be misdiagnosed in Vietnam, but it's often misdiagnosed wherever it occurs. It's misdiagnosed in the case in the UK, and it's often misdiagnosed as lipodystrophy, routinely, again and again, by different doctors. Lipodystrophy, this is a rare condition which causes a layer of fatty tissue beneath the surface of the skin to disintegrate while the skin itself continues to grow at a startling pace. It has no cure and leaves victims with loose folds of skin on their bodies, as well as wrinkled faces and features of people much older. Only 2,000 people are thought to have the condition. Misdiagnosed as Cushing's syndrome. This can be triggered if a person has very high levels of hormone called cortisol in their blood. Common symptoms include weight gain, rounding of the face due to deposits of fat developing there, and thinning of the skin. It often occurs as a side effect of treatment Corticosteroids, women are 5 times more likely to develop endogenous Cushing's syndrome than men, with most cases affecting people who are 25 to 40 years old. The phenotype is not identical on any of these misdiagnoses. On October 2, doctors from Nguyen Thi Phuong Hospital in Binh Tre province said they would examine Phen for free and send her to the HCMC dermatology hospital if they failed to diagnose her condition. There is already some disagreement among doctors over the cause of her condition. Now, it's a matter of matching the phenotype. Artificial intelligence would be good at matching these phenotypes if they were given, photos to compare with. But doctors may be not so good at diagnosing properly. And if they don't diagnose properly, they will mistreat. So they continue to say that Phen may suffer from the wrongful use of corticoid and something to do with Cushing's syndrome, that a sudden stopping the using of corticoid could easily lead to Cushing's syndrome, which is clearly seen through affected skin. Another doctor doubts the diagnosis. He said it's really strange. This is the first time we've had such a case of rapid aging process on an adult. It's not lipodystrophy syndrome. However, aging is not a common sign of Cushing's syndrome either. At least he's eliminating the misdiagnosis. Another doctor at the Vietnam Military Medical Academy agreed with Hoang, saying the rapid aging could not be a side effect of a medical substance. He said it could be a totally new syndrome. Unlikely to be a totally new syndrome. Well, I kind of hope we could all do this together and work out what she's had. Just kidding. To save her from despair and maltreatment on the chance she catches a video, Nguyen Phen has a condition called cutis laxa. She has the acquired form of cutis laxa. Cutis laxa comes in 2 forms, the congenital version and the acquired form. There is some unknowns about how this occurs. Her aging phenotype is more identical to aging rather than progeria. Here's another incident of cutis laxa. This woman is from China, Huyan, from Shenzhou, Henan province in north-central China, and she also has the acquired form. The 28-year-old woman looks like she's someone in her 60s and 70s, first noticed the changes after she gave birth to her first child 11 years ago. The condition means the skin on her face and neck has lost its elasticity, causing it to become loose and sag. And so, as you can see, between this example and this example, it's fairly identical. And here is another case of cutis laxa. She's 20 years old. She has the congenital version she has the inherited version. If we look at the cause, cutis laxa is associated with deficient or absent elastin fibers in the extracellular matrix. This can be related to decreased elastin synthesis or structural defects in the extracellular matrix. The acquired version, in contrast, often has a triggering event such as urticaria, drugs such as penicillin or neoplasms. Acquired cutis laxa may also be immunologically mediated, and there is no cure for it. There is no treatment for it. When we start hitting aging and treating aging, there's something that looks like aging and treating it, there's never any treatments for it.
Why can't there be a disorder where you look younger as you get older?
Okay.
I'm a woman, a 22-year-old woman. stuck in the body of an 8-year-old.
Tony, over and out.